TV, Richmond, Virginia, Channel 6.
Margot, Hal knows you're here. He'll be out in just a moment.
Thank you.
Honey, I wish you wouldn't treat me as though I were an enemy or something. You know, there's nothing I would love better in this whole world than you and Tom get together again, the way you should be. That's all I want.
Lisa, I don't mean to be blunt with you, but perhaps you should put those romantic notions of what Tom's and my marriage used to be away. It's not that any longer.
Oh, now, come on. Stop talking as though it were over. Now, really, it's up to you. If you would only just think about how things used to be and...
Wait a minute. Why don't you try telling Tom this? You know, he was the one that stopped caring first.
That isn't true. Tom is working very, very hard in Washington. You know that. As you know, when you worked in Washington, you worked very hard.
Don't you even compare the two of them, Lisa. When I was in Washington, I may have worked hard, but I always had time for Tom. How can I put this to you in terms that you'll understand? Earl, you and Earl, what you have, you're so happy together. You got special things together, right? It's like what Tom and I used to have. We don't have that any longer, Lisa. And I want that in my life. I need that in my life. And if I can't have it with Tom,
Margot,
then I'm...
You wanted to see me?
Yes, I wanted to talk to you about...
Hey, what's up with you? I haven't seen you so wired in a long time.
I lied to my mom again today. I couldn't wait to get out of the house. I can't even look her straight in the eye. Well, what am I going to do if I go home and she starts asking me more questions?
I don't know, but if you want to think straight, put that down because it's not going to help you.
Oh, really? I really wish I knew what would. Paul, you're my best friend, but I just keep getting in deeper and deeper.
I know. Sorry you've had to lie for me. You're not going to have to do it for much longer, though. I promise.
That's what you keep saying, yeah. Your dad's coming back for you, right? It's not going to help my situation.
Sure it will. You could tell people that I forced you into lying. Or better yet, just tell them the truth. I'll be long gone by then.
That'll help a lot.
Look, Andy, I know I got you in a bind. I'll always be grateful to you for that, though. For sticking by me. Hide that quick.
Go, go, go.
Mr. Mitchell.
Good evening, Paul.
Well, I expected more of a reaction than that. I know who Lily's father is.
No. No. No, you're bluffing. How would you know a thing like that?
I have my ways. You forget that I'm much closer to the Snyder clan now, thanks to Meg.
No. Oh, no. I was been guarding that secret for years. She'd never tell Meg. Meg, who blabs everything she hears.
All right. I thought you'd be interested, but if you're not, fine.
Tonio?
Now we see who is bluffing. You are dying to know who Lily's father is. I can see it written all over your face.
All right. Tell me. Go on and tell me. Just get that smug look off your face. I can't stand it when you look like that.
As the World Turns. This portion brought to you today by Tartar Control Crest, original flavor and now in a new fresh mint gel. And by Pringles potato chips, regular, light, rippled cheesums, and sour cream and onion.
Recognize this? It's the tool dentists and hygienists use to scrape tartar off your teeth. Recognize this? It's the tool more of them recommend to help keep tartar off. Tartar Control Crest with fluoride. Look. Ugly tartar must be scraped off, but you can fight cavities and help keep your teeth tartar-free between cleanings with clinically proven Tartar Control Crest. Dentists know a little more of this could mean a little less of this. Tartar Control Crest, the dentist's choice to help keep your teeth tartar-free.
Yesterday, my doctor told me my family could have a calcium deficiency. She said 7 out of 10 Americans don't get enough calcium. But thanks to this, I feel much better. It's new Citrus Hill plus calcium.
How's it taste?
Great!
It's 100% pure orange juice plus calcium.
And its CCM calcium delivery system is a better source of calcium, so it's even more readily absorbed than the calcium in milk. That's why new Citrus Hill plus calcium is the first product to be accepted by the American Medical Women's Association of 10,000 leading women physicians. And what's more important, it's been accepted by this family.
New Citrus Hill Plus Calcium, also available in grapefruit, the better new source of calcium for
My family's health.
Now, instead of the chip going in the dip's going in the chip. Pringles sour cream and onion potato chips. Where's my dip?
It's in the chip.
Pringles sour cream and onion. So delicious, 'cause the dip is in the chip.
So happy together.
The Honey and Graham of Golden Grahams.
Honey sweet and Graham crisp. Together there is more to love. They never miss a part of your complete breakfast. Such yumminess. So happy together. Golden honey and graham cracker taste of Golden Grahams. Graham and honey, happy together.
I haven't got all day.
Not so fast, Lucinda.
Not so fast.
Not so
Not
fast.
so fast. Look, are you going to tell me or not?
Not yet. You see, I've learned to be as shrewd at business dealings as you. Do you really think that I'm just going to give you this information for nothing? There may have been a time when I would have done that, yes, but I've learned the hard way that being loyal to you has no reward.
All right, darling. You want something, that's fine with me. You just tell me what it is and then tell me.
Good. First, I want an unbreakable contract drawn up by Ambrose, which, of course, I will have approved by my own lawyers, stating that my position here is safe until I should decide to terminate it.
Oh, darling,
I'm not finished yet. Along with that, I want 50 shares of Walsh stock every 6 months for as long as I remain in your employ.
That many shares. Oh, for heaven's sake, in 20 years or something like that, you could control my company.
Yes, well, I was getting to that. In the contract, I want it clearly stated that I will take over the helm once you step down, as you always have promised.
Buddy.
Then you will never know who Lily's father is until it is too late.
All right, get out of here. That's enough. I've had enough blackmail out of you anyway. I've had it. I'm through with it.
All right, if that's the way you want it. But your curiosity will get the better of you. I know you, Lucinda. And sooner or later, you'll be willing to meet my terms.
Darling, let me tell you something. That I wouldn't mind seeing you dead.
Oh, yes, well, I wouldn't even try or start to think of that, Lucinda. You see, I've written a letter which is in a safe deposit box, which will be turned over to the police in the event that I should meet with an untimely death. Have a nice day.
I understand the talk that Kim had with Paul and Andy. They stuck to the original stories, even though we know they're lies.
Yeah, Barbara already told me. We've decided to take the next step.
What's the next step?
I'm going to go to Barbara's for dinner tonight, and then she's going to leave me alone with Paul after she's told him the whole truth about James.
She won't do that.
Yes, she will. She gave me her word.
You believe her word?
Margot, I thought that we agreed that Barbara's a subject that we should both avoid.
We should avoid her altogether.
Just take a look at her, would you? I mean, she can't keep away from Hal.
Well, come on now. They're just good, close friends.
Come on, Lisa. Wake up, will you? Hal's already admitted to me that Margot's transferred her medias from Tom to him. I'm glad he's told me that, because I like to know who I'm competing against, whether it's in business or in personal life. Right now, I'm up for a battle. I know who my enemy is.
Hey!
John, what are you
John.
doing here?
Oh, I want to pick something up for Lucinda. I'm surprised I ran into you two. I just came from Kim's.
She told me your talk with Andrew and Paul was no good. I could have told her it was a waste of time.
Yeah, as I was just telling Margot, we've decided to take the next step.
Well, what a surprise to see you. I didn't even have to track you down, and here you are.
I am yours for the entire evening, and I want it to be a very special night.
Oh, well, you're in a good mood, aren't you?
Oh, well, why shouldn't I be? Listen,
What about you?
everything in my life is going almost as well as my marriage to the most beautiful lady in the world.
I still don't understand why Earl Mitchell was here before.
You know as much as I do.
All I know is that, he came in here, he said he didn't realize you had company, and he'd talk to you later. Now, what do you have to talk about with Earl Mitchell?
It's me.
Look, you know the other night when, at Franny's party, when you said that you'd met with your dad's contact?
Yeah, so?
So when I asked you about it, you said that the guy hadn't called you, but... Well, it just made me think that he might have been there. Am I right?
Look, Andy, I think the less you know, the better. That way you won't have to lie for me even more.
Maybe, but... Look, man, I got this really weird idea, but I gotta ask you about it. Is your dad's contact here by any chance Earl Mitchell?
Whoa, that beer really got to you, huh? Only one of them, too. God, it went straight to your head. That's the funniest idea I've ever heard in my life.
Guess what, Uncle Roy?
What?
Hunt's ketchup is the funnest ketchup in the land.
How do you know?
A little mouse told me. Mickey!
Hey, Mickey!
Minnie! Donald! Goofy Minnie!
Hunt's ketchup squeezes out so thick and tastes so good, it's unbeatable. No wonder Hunt's is the official ketchup of Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Hunt's ketchup, it's the perfect taste for the perfect place.
There's a time to be tough and a time to be gentle. So when labels say machine wash, gentle cycle, use the only national brand made just for the gentle wash cycle. Woolite brand Gentle Cycle Powder. It gives clothes gentle care.
How do you get beautiful lashes? Throw them a curve with professional mascara. The curve brush lengthens and thickens, and it lasts without smudging. Why not throw your lashes a curve?
Professional mascara, only from CoverGirl.
Now, that's really you.
I wanted a new look, but this was ridiculous. Then it hit me. Why not get rid of my gray? With the hair color made especially for gray, Loving Care Lotion. There's no peroxide. It washes away the gray without damaging my hair. And I'll never have roots because it washes out gradually. Definitely me.
Clairol's Loving Care. You're only changing your gray.
When choosing a calcium supplement, make sure you get all the Caltrate advantages. Caltrate contains more calcium than Oscal, and it's not made from oyster shell. Caltrate has the calcium doctors recommend most. Posture does not. Just one Caltrate equals the calcium in 3 tums without the sugar. And Caltrate dissolves fast for easy absorption. Many cheaper imitations do not. Look for Caltrate's patented milk bottle symbol of quality. Get the Caltrate advantages to help keep bone healthy.
I'm sorry you're going to have to miss the latest Walsh Dixon soiree, Dusty. Oh, well, Craig's going to Rome on a business trip, so Mom's throwing him a bon voyage dinner. I know. Well, I miss you too, Dusty. Yes, I do, but I am proud to say that everything in my life is pretty good right now. Except for one thing. See, my mom's sending Holden to Los Angeles for part of my graduation right before. At first I thought it was kind of a scheme to keep us apart, but I went and confronted her, and she was very sweet and very sincere in saying that it was a good thing for him to do, business-wise. Yeah. Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you come home for part of that week, and we can go to 2 graduation parties together? You can be my escort. What, forget that. Scratch that. That's wrong. That's wrong for me to do. That's very selfish of me. Forget it. No, Holden wouldn't be jealous. He has quite a handle on that these days. Except for Rod Landry. Yeah, those two are like oil and water. Oh. You have to go. 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 Listen, I'm going to tell John about all your successes. I'm going to tell him and have a wonderful time at Cambridge. Okay. And by the way, little Monica's calling me all the time asking about you. Looks like you have it made when you get home. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Lily.
Hi.
Hi.
You just get here?
Mm-hmm. How was your day?
Good. Yours?
Better now.
Oh, yeah? I just talked to Dusty.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How's he doing?
Good. Good. He says hello to you.
Did you tell him how much I miss him?
No, I didn't because I was too busy telling him how much I missed him.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, yes.
You better watch it. I'm gonna put you over my knee. Spank you. Huh?
You like to see you try that, huh?
I can't wait till your birthday in August.
Why is that?
Because you're gonna be 18. Which means you won't be jailbait any longer.
Mm.
Let's not do that. We don't want to make a bad impression on him.
Hi. His baby's getting bigger every day.
Yes, he is. Say hi to Aunt Lily.
Hi. So where are our hosts, the honeymooners, huh?
Neither of them are here right now, but they're going to be here later. They're going to be a little late.
Hey, congratulations on the Visconti account.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sure.
Will you say something?
Hello, folks.
Hey, how are you, guys?
Good, how you doing?
Good. Where's Mama?
Hi, Casey.
She said she'd be by later. She had to stop and talk to Lisa. Hey, Bryant the Hammer Montgomery, how you doing, kid? Well, I remember his birthday. His father ran me ragged all over that hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the day that changed our lives.
Well, Johnny, I hope Lucy likes her little nightie. Just remind her that she can't bring it back once she's worn it.
You know, I wish you would expend as much energy on trying to get Tom to come back here as you do on your wisecracks.
Oh, gosh, listen, who's giving out all the advice? It's Margot who's had so much trouble ever since that problem you had, you know, the business with Sabrina. And then you just made everything worse when you married Lucky Lucy.
Hello. Listen, I thought you'd be with Casey on your way over to our place by then.
Oh, I'm going to meet him there. I wanted to talk to Lisa about something first.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you later then, huh?
Give my love to Lucinda. I just cannot believe that two crazy people like that can have such a wonderful marriage, have it work out for them, when poor Tom and Margot are having such a problem.
Now, speaking of marriages working out, I have to go home.
Oh, well, if you'll wait just a minute, I'll go with you.
No, I can't. I've got too much to do before you get there. Bye.
Bye. Oh, listen, that man, he is so full of surprises. That's half the fun of being married to him. Lila, the reason I really wanted to talk to you
Lisa?
is...
Lisa, I'm on...
Yeah.
Hello, Lila. Hello, Barbara. As I was saying, I'm on my way. Would you mind closing up?
I think I can handle it. Wait a minute, before you leave, I need to talk to you. I think we should change the windows just slightly for tomorrow. I've got an idea.
All right. Hello, Hal.
Hi.
I was wondering, how do you think Marco's doing?
You know, I really don't like being put in the middle of this.
Well, I wouldn't ask if I didn't think it was important. You know, she keeps saying that her marriage is over, and she hasn't even talked to Tom about it. I see her going through all these phases. First she says everything is perfect, then she doesn't want to talk about it, and now this. Hal, I'm very worried about her.
So am I. And I just don't know how to deal with it.
Well, are we all ready?
Yeah.
Good night.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Lila, the reason why I asked you to come over here, because I know that you're going to that party tonight John and Lucinda are giving. I know that Margot's going to be there. Would you talk to her? Margot has this... I get this feeling she thinks of me as an interfering, nosy mother-in-law.
Oh,
honey, I don't want to be like that. But I'm just very concerned about her, and I'm afraid that the things that Barbara's been telling me might be true.
Oh, I wouldn't believe anything that Barbara says. But what did she say?
That Margot will do anything in her power to break up Barbara and Hal because Margot wants him for herself.
Ambrose, my darling, I presumed him to be lying, too. And then I thought about it a little bit, and I'm convinced now that somehow He does know who Lily's father is. And will you answer me a question? What about all our detectives? Why haven't we found out? I'm sorry, darling. I'm just upset. The pair of them? Meg. Tonio. Thank heavens Meg isn't as cunning as Tonio is. Why? Why would you say I should call Iva? Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I see what you mean. You're right. If I talk to her and tell her, maybe something will slip out. All right, I'll try. I'll call her right now. It's worth a try. I love you, Ambrose. Bye-bye. Barnes. Ah, hello, Mrs. Snyder. It's Lucinda Dixon here. I'd like to speak to Iva, please. It's urgent. Is she there?
4 generations of my dogs have been raised on Calcan.
Erica McCurley, top breeder of champion pointers.
Just look at the dog. Their eyes are bright. They're shiny. They're happy. They're energetic. And they win. Meat's very important to any dog because it's a basic part of their diet. I feed the dogs Calcan. They devour the food. They just dive right in. Calcan makes a big difference.
Calcan, recommended by top breeders.
It made my baby cry. The Bargain Baby shampoo claimed to be no sting like Johnson's.
Many Bargain brands sting, irritate eyes. Only Johnson says no more tears.
Bargains are great, but when it comes to my kids, I want Johnson's.
Just a sprinkle a day
helps keep odor away.
Shower to shower regular, spice, and morning fresh help you keep that just showered feeling from one shower to the next.
Have you had your sprinkle today?
I had skin cancer. I'm okay, but I didn't want to stay in here. And my doctor said I couldn't go out there, even for a little while without a sunscreen. So I insist on shade sunscreens. Their new non-stinging formulas help protect us from sunburn, long-term skin damage, and they're waterproof. Look, what happened to me could happen to them.
New non-stinging shade, the best sunscreen formulas ever. And for the most shade protection ever, Super Shade 25.
Alan Spaulding, caught
It's all closing in on you, Alan, and you can't do anything to stop it.
in a web of deceit
I don't put anything past you.
that he cannot escape.
You're dying to see me behind bars, aren't you? I'm Alan Spaulding. I'm invincible.
On Guiding Light, weekdays.
So you don't know what time she'll be back? All right. No, please, don't have her call me at the house. I'm entertaining, and I don't know if I'll be able to talk. All right, I'll get back. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hiya. For you.
No, you. Oh, it's...
Everything all right?
See your face. Yeah. Just had one of those awful days, you know. Well, that's nice. You know, I always feel so much better, no matter what's happened, when I see you.
That's good. That's good.
I have warned you time and time again to stay off Tonio's case. But do you listen? No. You just keep putting him down, making him miserable.
Be off with you, Miss Snyder.
No. Not until I tell Lily she's adopted.
Do so, and you put your Latin lover in jeopardy.
How?
When Larry knows the truth, then he's finished. He's finished. I'll have him deported on the spot.
You're bluffing.
And when Tonio learns about your foray to New Mexico, and he knows that you're no longer the little virgin you've convinced him you are, he knows what you are. You're finished. You are white trash.
White trash.
Oh, you've always hated me. Ever since my mother found out the truth about you and she dumped you. That's the only reason why he married you.
Better watch what you're talking about, you little tramp. Get your hands off. You know what you're getting yourself involved with here, Tonio? I can tell you stories about this with a stand your hair on end.
Don't make him stop. I swear I won't say anything.
last summer, she followed my Dustin all the way out to New Mexico. She seduced him. She told him that she was pregnant just to get him to marry her. Of course, it was all a lie, but that's the kind of stuff that Miss Snyder is capable of.
You told me you were a virgin.
But you had never been with a man before, and now...
Tonio, he's lying!
Well, you have no one to blame but yourself, darling. You're no match for me. Lily, go back in the house. What are you doing out here?
Oh, she doesn't want me to tell her her big secret. You know, she's not your mother at all. Huh? You are adopted. Is that true, Mother?
Well, she's lying. There's no word she says. She's lying. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
She'd say anything, darling. She'd say anything. Now, even Tonio knows what sort of a girl she is, and he's being deported in the morning.
Meg.
Oh.
Wake up.
Oh, Antonio. Is it really you?
Yes, it's really me. Are you all right?
Oh, no. Yeah.
Tell you what, I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna pick up some ice cream. I'll check in at the station, see what's up. Then I'll come back and, why don't we play a couple of video games and then have a little talk? What do you say?
Yeah, sure.
Good.
I'll walk you out.
I'm more nervous than I thought I'd be.
Well, you want to get a handle on that, otherwise he's going to pick up on it. Remember, you need to be as strong as you can when you talk to him so he knows that you're telling him the truth.
I wish you were going to be here for moral support.
I really think it's better if you go solo on this part. I'll take over later. Hey, relax. You're going to be fine. Remember, he loves you. Luck.
Why did Hal really leave? We have a freezer full of ice cream.
Oh, got me, didn't you? He just wanted to give us a chance to have a little time alone.
Mom, I was kind of hoping those questions were going to stop.
No, honey, this has nothing to do with those questions. Oh, there are some things that I have purposely kept from you before because I didn't think that you were old enough to understand them. And even though I felt differently about him, I thought that you should respect the memory of your father. Maybe I was wrong to do that because since your father has reappeared, I have seen him turn himself into some kind of hero in your eyes, which he is not. Paul, he is a wanted man. He is wanted for certain crimes.
I know all about that.
Let me hear me out. Your father has also done some other things, which are pretty awful.
Like what?
Like accusing me of being an unfit mother.
Why would he do that?
To take you away from me. And then when that didn't work, he had me committed to a mental institution. And after I escaped, Paul, your father tried to kill me.
I have to be the cleanest woman in the world. I take showers and baths. I will not have body odor. I hate the words, body odor. Yet I know how vulnerable a woman can be. It can happen and I would die. So I use Safeguard all the time. Safeguard deodorant soap has more antibacterial lather than regular soaps, so it helps protect me in a way regular soaps can't. It gives me peace of mind.
Dad's 40th birthday. That's a lot of fingers. Well, we made his favorite dinner. Everything's perfect.
Not quite.
You forgot the dishes.
Yucko and Dad'll be home soon.
Use Joy, because we've got muscle. Watch how Joy out-cleans other lemon brands. On tough foods like this, Joy cleans best, down to the shine.
Wait till Dad sees his table. I can't see anything. Surprise! Happy birthday!
Lemon Fresh Joy cleans best, down to the shine.
Oxidol has something for your whites no other detergent has. Green crystals with color-safe bleach. But guess who's got even more? 20% more of these green crystals with color-safe bleach. It's new bleach-boosted Oxidol. Regular detergent has no bleach. Oxidol does. And now it's got 20% more bleach, so you can get dazzling whites like this. Now, what does new Oxidol have no other detergent has? Guess!
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by Safeguard, for protection against body odor, and by Lemon Fresh Joy. Of all lemon brands, Joy cleans best, down to the shine. We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Tonight, check into CBS for some hilarious hospitality.
Feeling better?
You lost my friend?
But you'll find the fun on Kate and Allie. Then,
They ordered 150 shirts.
will my sister Sam give up her business career to become an artist?
It's my tribute to Picasso.
This is CBS.
A wedding caterer is sued.
She claims that they were gluttons or pigging out.
On the People's Court.
Monday afternoon at 5:30.
One good thing about the hot Florida sun. Without it, we'd never get nature's perfect refresher, grapefruit juice. And of course, no one can get it to you better than Tropicana. Never too tart, never too sweet. Just pure, crisp, natural juice with all those luscious bits of Florida grapefruit. For pure refreshment, you've just got to sit yourself down with Tropicana grapefruit juice. You know, you just can't pick better juice.
When you've got a new puppy, you go to the veterinarian for advice. And when Alpo set out to make their puppy food, they went there too. They asked veterinarians what they wanted in a puppy food. And the result is Alpo puppy food. With the high-quality protein and easy digestibility veterinarians told us puppies need. And the taste puppies love. Alpo puppy food in bags and cans. Veterinarians helped Alpo make it, and puppies approved.
WTVR-TV, Richmond, Virginia. And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Come on now. Where am I? What are you doing?
Just be patient. This is all part of the surprise. Now, come on over here.
What?
Right here. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Stay here. There. Now, voila.
Oh, Earl. Oh, how lovely. Oh, no.
Well, what's wrong?
What important date have I forgotten?
Oh, well, every day and every night to me is an important day with you.
Oh, sweetheart, you are the sweetest man.
I just feel so guilty about spending so much time away from you recently that I wanted to do something to show you how much I love my incredible wife.
Oh, you dear. You are something. You are so thoughtful. And the most romantic man I have ever known.
Well, our whole life to begin with each other was on a romantic note.
Yes.
I mean, it was Christmas Eve. I just got orders to go off on a new job for Interpol.
I remember. I went to the airport to say goodbye.
I told you things about myself that night that I've guarded all my life.
Then I came back here, saw our lonely little Christmas tree, and I looked out the window and it was snowing. I was so miserable. I just knew I'd never see you ever again. And I turned around and there you were. And you asked me to marry you.
Oh, that was the most special night of my life because you said yes.
Yeah, oh, what else would you expect me to say? What?
Oh, Lisa, I love you.
Oh, not as much as I love you.
May I have this dance?
Oh, I would be charmed. Oh, Mr. Mitchell, have I ever told you what a divine dancer you are?
Oh. Mrs. Mitchell, have I ever told you? Listen, I asked Seth to leave our dinner outside the door. I'm going to serve it myself. I don't want anyone to intrude on our mood.
Wonderful. Our mood. Oh, when I think back, I thought my life was over because I was going through the change. And Nancy said, oh, no, now you just wait. The best is yet to come. How right she was. Oh, darling, if people could be just as happy as, everyone could be as happy as we are. Oh, Margot, what am I going to do about them or what?
Now, hush, hush. I want to be selfish. I don't want any talk about troubles on our night.
Oh, there is just one other little tiny thing, then. I asked Barbara to please call tonight after she had her talk with Paul.
Well, I thought that she and Kim had already talked to Paul and Andy, and then nothing came of it, right?
That's true, that's true.
Well,
but now, tonight, Barbara was going to talk to Paul and tell him everything. You know, the awful, ugly truth about James Stenback. And then she was hoping that maybe Paul would open up to her and tell her all those things he's been keeping from her.
I know this has not been easy to hear. Because these things, are not very nice. They're horrible.
Then Dad...
And I felt you should know.
Then Dad did really try to kill Dusty?
More than once. He didn't try to save everyone on that plane like he told you. He tried to kill them, even his sister, who was Gunner, who saved them.
Ma, this is an awful lot to take in at once.
I know it is, I know.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for everything you've been through.
I'm glad to hear you say that, because I thought for some reason if I told you all this, it would just turn you away from me.
Come on, Mom. How could I ever do that? You're my mother.
You know what? I have a real chance for happiness now, because Hal's a pretty wonderful guy, and I like him a lot.
I do, too.
You do? Really?
Yes, I do.
Well, good. Because I think he can help us.
How?
He wants to have a talk with you about the phone calls that you've been getting. Please listen to me, Paul. And I think now that you know the truth about your father, you might be able to talk about it, okay? Not protect your dad anymore. There's Hal. Well, listen, after dinner, you talk to him, okay? Please, open up. Please.
How'd it go?
Better than I could have hoped for.
The
new stadium? Hey, everybody, look at my guest, my escort. I'm in for younger men these days.
So glad that you could join us. Hi, Andy. How
Hi.
How are you?
Hi there. Hey, where's my good-looking nephew? Huh?
Who's napping? Excuse me.
Oh, good. But can I give him his bottle when he wakes up?
Mm-hmm. You sure can.
He's napping in the beautiful Italian baby thing.
They
arrived. Everything arrived. It's just wonderful. I should ship them over to you, too, but I was hoping that maybe Sierra and the baby would stay with me while you're here.
Not a chance. I've been trying to convince her of that, but my wife would like to stay home.
Oh, home. That sounds so nice. Realized I hadn't really had a home since I left Montega. It feels good.
Oh, lovely, darling. What do you call this place?
A shack. You know I didn't
Come
mean
on.
that.
Listen, I lost another battle, too. I wanted Sierra and Bryant to come with me to Rome, but Dr. Samuels feels that Bryant's too young, so...
Sierra, I think you should go to Rome, because I heard about this woman, Angela Visconti, and she goes after young, good-looking men.
Well, we won't have to worry about that, will we?
Oh, no!
That's it, we chaperone.
Wait. I have got a fabulous idea. What? You go to Rome with Craig and you leave Bryant with me.
Oh, that's nice, Margot, but I don't really feel feel like farming him out quite yet.
Farming him out? Oh, come on. I'm serious. I've got my mother, the nurse, to help me out if there's any problems whatsoever. And Mac has been trying to get me to take some vacation time.
Sis, come on, you don't even know what you're getting yourself into. I mean, taking care of Brian all night long, it's not exactly a vacation.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Okay, all right. I'll stay at Mama's. That'll make you feel easier. Please. It would be wonderful. No, you should go.
Margo, wait. I think it's very sweet of you. But I don't want to go away yet, not when Bryant's still so young. That's it.
Of course you don't.
Hey,
sorry.
Can I bend your ear just a minute?
Yeah.
Come on, maybe next month?
As a matter of fact, I might even ask your advice.
Why, what's up?
Tonio has taken his blackmail scheme another step further. He tells me that he has information that I would give my company to know.
What's that?
He says he knows who Lily's father is.
Guess what coffee they serve at tea? 100% Colombian coffee, hand-picked by Juan Valdez, the richest coffee in the world.
For a fresh-tasting Italian dressing, you could do this. Or do this. Wishbone Italian dressings. Fresh-tasting reasons salads wish for.
I don't know about you, but I've got something good shaking tonight. Lowry's seasoned salt. Gets the night off to a good start, 'cause it's the original.
Our house is a very, very, very fine
Come on, boy. Hope we're not late.
At our house, nobody wants to be late for dinner, because our house is an Eckridge house, and dinner's smoked sausage.
Mommy, is dinner ready?
All meat, hardwood smoked, seasoned just the way we like it.
Honey, I'm home.
My Eckridge sausage is so tasty, they can't wait.
Now?
Now.
Our house.
Eckridge, the very best from our house to yours.
What's this about new berry swirl ice cream bars?
We put the ice cream in, we put the berries on top, we put more ice cream in, and we swirl it all about. We call them berry swirl bars and ice cream berry snacks. That's what it's all about.
New Carnation Berry Swirl Bars. Creamy vanilla ice cream and strawberries swirled together in one delicious ice cream bar. And it's only 70 calories.
New berry swirl ice cream bars.
So maybe later, you know, we could do that. Well, you don't have to. It's up to you, Grady.
By now, you're usually on your second serving.
I'm
You haven't touched that.
not hungry.
I think maybe I'll check to see if there's any more coffee.
Hey, Paul, I know about some of the things that your mother spoke to you about. I also know how hard it must have been for you to hear them.
I hope he never comes back.
Why?
I couldn't look him in the face.
Well, you see, you gotta realize that your dad is just a real unhappy guy. He needs some help. If we can find him, we can make sure that he gets that help. Also, a couple of things that we suspect your father owed
Hal,
your mother.
if it's all the same to you, I've heard enough of one night. Having enough trouble dealing with it already.
No problem. It's okay. You're a good kid, Paul. You're lucky to have a mom like Barbara.
I know I am. It's just that lately I've been feeling ashamed of some of the things I've been doing. I've even involved my best friend Andy in them.
Well, you got lots of time to make up for that now, right?
I found more coffee.
Good, I'll have some.
Good. Paul, can I get you anything at all?
Listen, no thanks, Mom. It'd be all right if I went to my room. I want some time to be alone.
Sure, honey, sure.
Now, listen, thanks for being so honest with me today.
Make you a deal. I will always be honest with you if you are honest with me.
You got it.
Good.
See you later.
Okay. It worked. I don't know how, but it worked. I seem to have really gotten through to him.
Well, I think you did too, because he was just able to admit to me that he's been lying and he's been having Andy cover for him.
What else did he say?
Not much.
You know, I think maybe you better postpone your little talk with him. He's been through an awful lot tonight.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Besides, I think that he's going to talk when the right time comes. It would also be nice if he came to us on his own. In the meantime, I will call Roy and I'll have him take the tap off that phone, since Paul obviously knew about it all along. Oh, you're trembling.
I guess I am. It feels so good to be in your arms.
Stand up.
Yes, we're leaving.
No, you're not. No, not yet, not yet. Excuse me. Can I borrow that for a second, please?
Sure.
Ah. I'm going to make a speech, a toast. This is to my sister, Sierra, and her husband, Craig. Now, I know firsthand what these two have gone through to get to where they are today, and it gives me new hope and happy endings. So since Craig is leaving tomorrow, this part of my toast is for him. Did I ever tell you how important you are in my life?
Yes, you have many times.
Oh, well, I don't think so, so I'm going to tell you again. Try to explain it. As most of you know, I lost my father when I was very young. And until Craig came along, I missed having a man around who I could talk to and trust. You're always there for me. You're so important to me. You never accuse me of being a child or over-emotional, which I am. And I love you very much. I love you, Craig.
And I love you very, very much. And I am very proud of you for everything you've been through. You are one terrific woman.
Thanks.
Excuse me. I better go see if she's all right.
I cannot thank you enough for this beautiful night.
Oh, it's not over yet. I know how frustrated you've been with my disappearing acts lately.
Oh, yes, I admit, I really have been. But I know that some of this secretive sleuthing you've been doing has to do with Shannon's disappearance.
Oh, if only I knew where that niece of mine was and what she was up to.
Now, what?
Nothing. I just all I had to say.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I have a theory, you see.
What?
Sweetheart, she has eloped with Duncan. Oh, yes. Listen, do you think he might be the Falcon?
It could even be worse.
What do you mean?
Lisa, darling, that when you married me, you knew that I had certain connections that I couldn't discuss for fear of putting certain people in danger, right?
Yes, I remember, and I'm not going to press. Look, there's certain things, Earl, recently. You've been doing some real intriguing things, you know, investigating it. Couldn't I just share just that much? Just that much, if you like, please?
No, I wish you could, but that would put you in danger, too, and that I could not live with.
Oh, come on. I've lived through everything. I'm not afraid, and except one thing. I would be terribly afraid of ever losing you.
Oh, that'll never happen. Well, that's not possible.
Oh.
Oh, don't.
Oh, no, remember, I said Barbara. I said for Barbara to call me, so maybe...
Go. Shannon, where are you and what is going on?
How do all the crunches get into Extra Crunchy? The Crunch Monster. Yeah?
The chipper's in Extra Crunchy chip is. Lots of crunches, big as can be.
He goes crunch, crunch.
It's the crunch more peanutty.
Jif Extra Crunchy has more of what they love. More bigger chunks, more peanut taste than any big brand.
The crunchier Jif, it's in Extra Crunchy Jif. Cruncha, cruncha.
Andy! Aw.
Now, the fullest, thickest, fluffiest softness of any fabric softener. Introducing new Downy, the most softness ever.
Our things are plenty soft.
This is softness so fluffy you can see the difference. Downy towels fluff higher. New Downy softens best.
Fluffy.
New Downy, the fullest, thickest, fluffiest softness ever.
Much softer.
Smells good.
April Fresh, the fluffiest softness of any fabric softener. New, brand new Downy.
Discover a new kind of lemon. New Lemon Fresh Comet. Same tough Comet clean, lemony fresh. And a no-spill flip top, too. New Lemon Fresh Comet. A most appealing kind of clean.
Greasy dishes are the pits, so my detergent has to do more than my nails. Dawn. Dawn cuts grease and pulls it off. It's a made-for-grease detergent. See? Dawn takes grease out of your way.
New 9 Lives Crunchy Meals presents the Morris Report. Cats all over America are telling Morris about new, better-tasting crunchy meals.
Morris, I be a finicky old seafaring guy, but with new, better-tasting crunchy meals, I may never pull up anchor again, mate.
Yahoo, Morris! This here Crunchy Meals is better tasting.
Better tasting crunchy meals? Hey, Morris, I'd even break a leg for a bowl. You know what I mean?
9 Lives Crunchy Meals, your new taste, is the talk of every town.
Slowly, fair and square. Listen, don't worry about Tony. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, good. How can you? You're doing right.
I'll figure out a way. I love Lily. I'm not going to let that slime ball hurt her.
Please. Don't get us into more trouble. Please, don't start it.
I'm not. I won't.
Okay? No.
All right. I'll end something.
Thank you, Eunice.
Yeah.
Mama, you're the greatest. Would you look after my beautiful wife?
Thanks.
And my incredible son while I'm gone? And see what you can do about Margot?
Uh-huh. Well, I'll try. I don't think it's going to be very easy, though. At least she's getting along with John now.
This is it. Ciao for now.
Well, I may not have made a speech as lovely as Lily's, but I'm crazy about you, too.
I love you.
Arrivederci, Roma.
Ciao. See you.
Good night.
Bye.
I'll walk out. Oh, good night.
Now,
Good night.
there was nothing to worry about. I got a little emotional, and since my emotions seem to be very much on the surface, I just removed myself so as not to make a scene. That's all.
Okay. Hey.
Hey.
Lila and I had a great idea.
What?
You said you have vacation time coming up?
Yes.
Well, why don't you come up with us to the mountains?
No. Because I think the two of you belong alone together for a while, and you don't need me taken.
No. Come on. You'll love it. And that way she won't have to worry.
No one has to worry about me, Mama. I'm fine.
Well, your mother doesn't think you're telling the truth, and I'm sorry to say neither do I. I don't know why you're covering up for Paul Stenbeck. He's not worth it.
Damn it, Dad! Look, there's only so many times, and one day I can take being called a liar.
I'll talk to him.
Roy, hi. Listen, did you get the message about clearing the tap on Barbara's phone? Oh, good. Yeah, well, I figured it wouldn't be a real stroke of police genius to keep it on, since Paul obviously knew about it all along, you know. Listen, I think we made some progress with Paul tonight. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it later on. Oh, listen, Roy, better keep the tail on him, just in case, until he's made a clean breast of it, okay? Right. See you.
My feelings for you have nothing to do with Tom, and I'm not ashamed to say that I want to be with you.
Hal?
Oh, I thought that you were in the other room with Paul.
No. I went in to see how he was, and he was out like a light. Can I get you a beer?
No, no thanks.
How about a brandy?
No, I think I better get going.
What's a rush, huh?
Well, it's late, and I think that you have had a pretty hard day, huh?
All the more reason that I need you here.
I am not ashamed to say that I want to be with you, Hal.
I want to be with you, Hal.
Yeah, I just heard Hal Munson say he's going to take his tap off the phone. Yeah, so it should be safe to call her again. And listen, when you talk to Dad, tell him that he was right. Mom is trying to make up stories to turn me against him. Right. And please try to get in touch with him as soon as you can. I can't stand it here much longer.
Antonio.
What's wrong?
Well, I really think we should stop before we can't.
I like the sound of that.
I wish I knew what put you in such a good mood today.
Well, why shouldn't I be in a good mood, I'm with you. I'm feeling good. You're feeling good.
Oh, yes, but we made a bargain, remember?
Well, the hell with the bargain, Meg, huh? Come on.
Oh, Lord, I hope that's not Seth.
Wait upstairs. I'll see who it is.
All right.
What do you want?
We have a little talk, pal. I sure as hell hope you're alone, because what I got to tell you is for your ears only.
There's nothing in this great big world, nothing that ever will feel as good as the good you feel coming home to a steak on the grill. With family and friends around you, it's your peace of mind. And there's nothing like the taste of a big juicy steak, WD brand kind.
There's nothing like WD brand U.S. choice beef from Winn-Dixie, the beef people.
What's this?
It sure isn't our macaroni and cheese.
Presenting Velveeta shells and cheese dinners.
Why did Mommy switch?
Velveeta shells and cheese dinners taste creamier because we start with creamy Velveeta cheese sauce, not a powder.
We liked our old macaroni and cheese.
With pasta shells that hold on to that creamy Velveeta.
This tastes creamier than our old macaroni and cheese. I hope you learned your lesson.
Velveeta shells and cheese dinners taste creamier than the rest because it's Velveeta.
Tonight,
They kidnapped your son!
Cagney and Lacey protect a runner
Time's running out.
caught in a political nightmare.
If she crosses the finish line, they will kill the boy.
Wednesday on Hammer, a girl's father is missing.
He's in trouble, isn't he?
Can Hammer stop the mystery and the murder? Then on Shell Game,
Tell me you're not involved in a sting.
Jenny risks everything for her father. Can she pull it off? And on The Equalizer, a blind girl's terror returns. Wednesday.
Stay tuned for Guiding Light. Next on most of the CBS stations.
New Rent-A-Center open in Richmond at 630 West South.